Welcome back everybody, Skillionaire here with another ranked 1v1. This one's one of my games. However, what I wanted to do in particular today was actually focus on early game and economy and stuff, because to be honest, I don't really know if I'm any good at it. So if you have any tips or anything, please feel free to tell me. I'm still in the low ranks, haven't played much this season. I think I'm rank 147. I don't even really normally get that high, so whatever. I don't know what that compares to you, but that's what this game was, and that's why I just want to think about, like, how the hell do you start your early game? You know, because for me, I research the first shoes, and then I queue a bunch of workers, and then I build a warehouse right next to the berries, and if there's trees nearby next to trees, then I start building houses. And it's a bit of a stressy, oh my god, you have to do this, oh my god, you have to do that. There's a lot to think about in its first few seconds. And yeah, so I don't really know. Like, I send my scout around and stuff. I have been thinking occasionally I do 2 scouts, because I just hate getting like proxy based and not noticing. It can really just crush you and end the game. So sometimes I do 2 scouts. I do the first shoes, a scout, and then I queue all the workers, and then I just send my scouts around and stuff. I mean, let's see how I'm doing actually, given that that's an important part of this is division. So there I am. I've started to build my like wall of houses and things, but generally speaking, what is the most efficient way to do the beginning? I put a bunch of dudes on berries, I have close as possible to the warehouse. There's no fish nearby yet that I've seen. I try to, if you see animals, if you got animals around you, it's definitely good to go for those. Like cows have a lot of food and stuff. They're so much better than berries. Everything's better than berries, basically. It's how they balance the game to encourage you to go out and do stuff in this early stage. And just resource management. Like sometimes you see these pro games. I guess similar to that one I casted recently. They seem to get up and running so quickly with their Stone Age army. And sometimes during this stage of the game, I'm always in the back of my mind. I'm thinking, here we go. Any moment now from the fog here, there's about to be like 30 macemen. Like So how does one get so many units so early? And I'm not sure. And that's the kind of thing I wanted to think about. You can see right now I'm low on wood. Or what about the research? What order do you do the research? So I start researching the wood collection. That's why I put so many guys on the berries, so I can get food up quickly, so I can research the wood, because I feel like that's more important at the very beginning, because you're building the houses and the warehouses and things. You've seen I've spotted some fish here, so I built this warehouse there so I can start collecting those. They're so much better than berries and things. Some games you don't even get that, honestly. It is rough, slim pickings. So yeah, I do wonder. Let me have a look at my opponent. Let's see what he was doing. Yeah, so there was a mammoth hidden there. I do find it later, but I haven't found it yet. He is not built a warehouse, but he has gone straight for his temple. Jeez, he's rushing that Europe. Is that ever a good idea? I'm not sure. I would have said no. But the map is pretty big. If he's ever gonna get away with it, it would be on one of these big maps, right? I mean, ultimately, rushing your Bronze Age is a strategy in itself. So, I'm not gonna mock it. Although I really think he made a big mistake by not putting a warehouse there. Anyway, I try not to let my workers walk too far from their resource to the warehouse. That's why I put one here, put one there. I'm trying to sort of spread them out to increase the amount coming in, because maybe I just haven't found it, but I haven't seen many resources online regarding like how to actually properly do this. So when I see people like World War Selections matches and things, and they have like 30 warehouses, right next to the trees, that's what I'm trying to do more of. Maybe warehouses is the key here. I've put down like the stone cutter. Also, maybe it's building placement. Maybe I waste a lot of time walking around trying to make my base look pretty or whatever, put this here, put this there. I've gone to start building houses here. Maybe the first house should go right there next to the altar, just to make sure there's no blockage in the bottleneck in the pop cap, or maybe not. I'm not sure. There you go. I've moved here to start building my next one. I realized I got too many dudes on the same patch of trees. So I'm really trying to get better at this at the moment, because I think it can really escalate and make a big difference. A lot of RTS games are the beginning is quite crucial. So I'm sending my scout round. Maybe I'm scouting wrong here. Maybe I should have scouted here. I don't know. I kind of shift queued him. If you don't know what that is, it's like queuing orders to go one place, then go to the next place. It's really useful. Okay, let me blast through it now. so you can actually see some action. Maybe you're not particularly interested in this, but yeah, I've seen his scour. Take it out. Eventually, I see the mammoth. I pull the mammoth so I can get that food because it's such a big deal. There you go. I think I've come for it now. There. And I've got a ton of wood. Maybe I could have shifted some workers around to the berries. There aren't that many berries left. I was just thinking to reach that Bronze Age. Yeah, there you go. Start building this. What's my opponent doing then? So I've sent a bunch of slingers forwards. That's what I just to put some pressure on. I think I'm clearing some animals along the way. Fortunately, there weren't too many. Again, I think I've said this in a previous match. Are you supposed to clear the animals on the way? Are you not? I don't know. So I like to clear them because it means my reinforcements don't have to fight them on the way over, but I'm not really sure if that's the best idea. It might slow you down. I paused here for a little bit, probably because I'm not looking. He's gone stables, he's gone barracks, because, you know, he was rushing his Europe, right? He didn't have to invest in anything, so he's starting to build them all now. And what can I see? I'm seeing footprints here, so I guess I decided to go towards it. And yeah, he's calling me an idiot, which is, you love to see it, guys. You know, I do love a little bit of psychological warfare as I give back as well. Alright, so my slingers all get slaughtered here. Probably not a good move. I killed a few horses. I don't know, horses are pretty damn expensive. And yeah, he's going for his research. He's already hit. See how much faster he is than me in terms of his age. Like, I haven't even started my Iron Age yet. You know what I also think in terms of resources? I don't know if you guys do this. I personally have my temple not doing stuff a lot of the time, and that is bad. That's not great. I need to figure out a way to get used to snapping back to the temple. Maybe I should control group it. Control group 1 every now and again, tap 1, make sure it's doing something. Anyway, he comes forward. I know that he has horses because of the slingers. So I kind of start panic building guardian towers here. I've already got, thankfully, spearmen I was already moving into anyway, so it wasn't too tough. I kind of ring around the Rosie him a bit there, play around with him. I think I did pretty well. I mean, I do start to lose these guys here, but ultimately he loses his horses. I put my guy straight back on the food. To be honest, I've suffered from these horse attacks a few times in the past, and I hate them. It's like, don't get me wrong, it's a perfectly legit strat, and it's a great way of harassing, but god damn is it annoying. And then I was really proud of myself here, so I started flaming him. Start flaming him a bit there. I have no idea what that means. I don't speak that language. I'm sure it's something like go fuck yourself, or your mom's a hoe, or something like that, whatever. So I've got my barracks here. I still haven't even, like, I've just started it now. I think I started mining iron a little bit late, if I remember correctly. Metal a bit late, so maybe that's part of the reason. Maybe I'm just focusing on too much. Let's fly forwards and see how this game ends. But yeah, I really wanted to talk about resource management this game. Oh yeah, I just started intercepting his horses as well. I got a little bit, because I had the vision, I saw him coming that way, and I had my barracks were here, so I just, you know, it's Asia, right? You just pump out a few dudes, stab them, slow them down. It's good, really good trades. Yeah, I really wanted to think about resources this game, because okay, I've got a lot now, I'm not using them. That's why I'm trying to, like, pump troops out as much as possible. I'm putting down towers everywhere so that if the horses come in any direction, I'm expanding, I'm moving out towards metal and stuff. See, I'm expanding here. I take those guys out, and I'm pushing forward. I'm quite happy here, and then I encounter swordsmen. God damn, are swordsmen fast. They cut me down. And they're quite cheap as well. So don't think, like, because they're European, they're actually, like, oh, they're really expensive. I mean, they do cost metal, I think, if I remember correctly, but it's just food and metal. It's not even that much. So the trades aren't even that bad for him. I tried to lure him away by getting him to chase my dudes. Try that a few times just to buy myself a bit of time. Didn't manage to build the tower, but I did manage to get some shots on him before. It's looking a little bit bleak, but I am pumping dudes out. You know, I've got my 3 shooting ranges that I built while his horses were attacking me live. I've had these 3 since the beginning. I don't know if maybe that's not enough. Perhaps with this much resources, maybe I should have more, actually. I've just realized that now. I've got a lot of resources. Should I have more production? Especially I haven't hit pop cap, so the only thing limiting me is the fact that I don't have... Yeah. There you go. So I push, try and, like, it's very much a push for this middle part. I noticed that, and I'm like, you know, I need to push, I need these towers back. These towers back are going to help me hold this area. Sure, he could go around them, but that would slow him down too, right? It takes extra time to walk all the way around. Maybe he'll hit some animals on the way too, who knows. So there you go. just a back and forth for a little while. And yeah, I'm starting to reach Middle Ages. He's already there. He's gone Western Europe. I think his resource management. Look at this. Yeah, yeah. I think as much as all of this stuff, you know, these fights here, they're cool and fun to watch, right? But the game, I actually think is not one here. It's one here. You know. Again, I'm not pointing on myself as like, oh, look how good, like pro I am. But I just mean compared to this guy, like look how my warehouse is, look how many dudes I've got, look how close they are to where they're collecting from. Obviously, I kind of run out of food here now and again. I finally built some fishing ships, which took me a while. He hasn't even done it. And look how far they're walking. Again, like maybe. And the thing is, you're going Western Europe. That is not a cheap faction. Like that might be the most expensive route you can possibly go. That doesn't mean they're bad. I mean, their units are awesome, but well, I think they are considered weaker at the moment, just for various reasons that we've talked about in the past. I won't go into it again. I managed to harass some workers here, which is really going to hurt him because he's probably low on resources. I don't even need to look. I just know. All right, I was wrong. He's not low, but maybe that's why he's pumping out so much more production. I kind of assumed he was low because of his placements, but maybe he's just not doing much with it. I'm not sure. But yeah, I think the game is a lot of the games are won in the resources back here. He hasn't finished his berries. I'm curious what you guys think of that. Is it ever worth skipping the berries? I kind of feel like it's a free resource. You should use it, right? Maybe I'm wrong. I play around with him a bit here, back and forthing while I'm managing my base. But really, I'm wasting time. I should be moving here. I can't see here, which is why it's tricky to make those decisions. But if you really think about it, you're like, well, hold on. You know, he's got a farm somewhere, right? He's Europe. So let's go find that thing. Pikeman. There we go. One last little bit of flame and I can't help myself. Yeah, that's it. Anyway, guys, I won't blabber on for too long. I hope you enjoyed. Think about resources in future games because they make or break. Anyway, have a good one. Bye.